Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Payoff Pitch, presented by Fantasy Phenom. I'm Kyle. I'm solo tonight. I will be for the next couple nights. Shout out to Mike. Hope the Padre is doing well, my man. Appreciate you guys sticking with us today. Obviously, didn't have a show last night, no lock show. I was busy at an inspection for a possible home we are looking at acquiring. So that's exciting. Shout out to the Phenoms, man. Holding it down today. Big ups to my man Sydney. Holding down on the sheets, updating the lineups. Awesome, man. I can't say enough. That was a huge help. But great day nonetheless, man. Well, I should say, okay, so it was a great early. I cashed easy in my cash lineups with Max. My GPPs I didn't cash in, but I hedged my lineups as always. And profitable early. Main Slate, not so much. I played light on it. I didn't like the main. Express Slate did well. Had Jose Barrios and some Twins, along with some Rangers. Joey Gallo inside the park home run. And then on the late slate, I cashed in 2 of 5 lines. So nothing crazy. Overall, a very slightly profitable day. The big day for me was actually 2 nights ago. So, well, last night, I guess, depending on when you're listening. Turned $47 into $643. Had a Dodgers Tigers stack. Yeah, Dodgers Tigers 4-man stack with Jordan Zimmerman as my pitcher. Talk about using Vegas correctly. Vegas had the under for the Mariners, and that was amazing, man. Jordan Zimmerman, 4th straight quality start. So I know we're talking about 2 days old stuff, but I haven't been here. I haven't seen you guys. So that was awesome. Nice to take home a GPP again, man. I'm telling you, this Vegas works. If you look inside that River group, I'm telling you guys, they are profiting big time off of it. So, and I know my man Rudy, a founder or creator of his own Vegas strategy, very, very similar, man. Check him out as well. But we talk a lot, and I know it's been working for both of us, both on the betting scene and the DFS scene. Helps you find those low-owned stacks. They can help you separate, man. What else crazy happened? I don't think anything else too crazy. We got a 12-game slate tomorrow. 6 games in the early, 6 in the main. So a nice little even division. Emerald, I took an L because the person behind me had Grandal, and when he hit his 2nd home run, oh man, that is rough, my man. That is rough. Yeah, St. Louis does work on the road, man. There's a prime reason I'm not looking at Aaron Nola tomorrow. I was looking at Aaron Nola, and then I was like, nope. St. Louis on the road. Those numbers are staggering, man. All right, well, let's get into this, man. We got, like I said, 12 games on the slate. Exciting. Let's start off in this game. One of my favorite pitchers to play tomorrow is the Mr. Carlos Martinez. This dude has been amazing this year. He holds a 194 average against a 28.5% K rate. He's keeping the ball on the ground. Amazing StatCast numbers. Only getting barreled up less than 5% of the time. To keep it plain, Philly's pretty ass. They don't do anything well. They do hit better at home, but that's not to say they hit well. They're still under a 250 average as a team. They don't hit righties well at all. They're striking out almost 24% of the time versus righties. Love that versus Carlos Martinez. Their home run per fly ball rate is down. And they hold a 141 ISO versus righties. So we talk about their numbers versus lefties, a little more power. Not the case with righties. Really a fan of Carlos Martinez tomorrow. He's expensive. You're looking at 10-4 on FanDuel and 13-5 on DraftKings. So it's going to have to pay a heavy price. Obviously, him and Severino, if I'm not mistaken, are the 2 big-priced guys on this slate tomorrow. But they are on different slates. So I don't know where the price pivot's going to be for you guys on pitcher tomorrow. I think Carlos Martinez will be today's max in the early slate. You pay up for him. Max was 95% owned in cash. 95% owned in cash. If you didn't have him, you didn't have a chance of cashing. Absolutely not. So, and I do think Aaron Nola is attackable. I love Matt Carpenter in the leadoff spot, as always. I'm looking at Piscotty for 3,600. Jed Gorko, again, hit another home run today, 3,100. He's still way too cheap on FanDuel, 4,200. You're looking at a little bit of an increase in price. So, definitely looking there. Now this, Chicago, Minnesota, this is game stack, man. Quintana has not been good this year, and Minnesota has been crushing lefties. They hold a, pause, listen, 444 WOBA versus lefties in the last 7 days. 444 WOBA versus lefties. Ridiculous. The top three in this order is almost an auto play versus lefties. You're looking at Brian Dozier. You're looking at Miguel Sano, Eduardo Escobar. Eduardo Escobar is one of the best. I believe he has the second best OPS in the month of June. And he's 3,900 is still decently priced on DraftKings. 33 on FanDuel. You're paying up for him, but I think he's worth it. And then on the flip, you got Nick Turley, man. Not been good this year. He got crushed by the Giants in his very first start in AT&T. That set a bad tone for him. And Chicago, we talk about their numbers versus lefties. They hold a 334 WOBA in the last 7 versus them, a 166 ISO, and a 300 average versus lefties on the season. So definitely some power numbers there. They don't strike out versus lefties either, under 20%. That is a nice thing to look at. I like some Melky Cabrera. Jose Abreu has stayed hot. Avisail Garcia this year is a twin killer. This dude has, if I'm not mistaken, 9 or 10 RBIs already just versus the Twins this year. 2 home runs, a double, a triple, and I believe over a 400 average. So he's almost a lock for me against Nick Turley, man. He kills lefties, he kills the Twins. A lot of things to like there. So again, I think this could be game snack. Minnesota also does hit better at home. They're holding a 176 ISO at home. And again, the lefty numbers, man, I know the bottom of the lineup is not great, but those top 3, you can get a game stack out of them. So Toronto, Texas, quick notes here. Neither of these two guys make the top 5 to pitch nor to play. Texas is not a team I want to mess with Marcus Stroman. Good pitcher, elite ground ball pitcher, but not the guy I want to play versus Texas and how hot they've been. And then on the flip, Toronto has been really good. However, they have had their struggles versus lefties. So I did take a second look at Martin Perez. If you want to go extreme GPP, I'm talking extreme GPP, go ahead and throw Martin Perez. I don't think I do it. I don't think I'm that bold tomorrow. But Toronto has struggled versus lefties. So it is worth a look. A 155 ISO versus him, only a 230 average. Not been good. Now, quite the opposite to this Chicago-Minnesota game is Pittsburgh-Milwaukee. I think this is a pitcher's duel. And both of these guys make my top 5. You got Ivan Nova sitting at 8.5 on FanDuel, 7.4 on DraftKings. And Chase Anderson priced up 9.2 on FanDuel and 9.4 on DraftKings. Chase Anderson is kind of the price pivot to Carlos Martinez on FanDuel. 10.5, 9.2. On DraftKings, it's a $4,000 difference. You're talking 13.5 to 9.4. So not even in the same price range. However, Chase Anderson has been really, really good at home this year. Holds a 209 average against him, 276 WOBA. His StatCast numbers are amazing too. Average exit velocity against him is only 84 miles an hour. He's just not getting hit hard. He's having a career year, and his strikeout rate is up. Last 2 years, looking back from today, averaged 20%. So you can, factor in half of this year or wherever we're at in June. His strikeout numbers are way up, man. He's looking at 23% this year. Yeah, I don't see really any bats. I don't want to attack Ivan Nova, who's got an elite ground ball rate himself. The problem with Nova is there's not a ton of K upside with him. However, if there is a game where Nova can have himself a little bit of K upside, I think it is this game. The Brewers strike out a ton. if I'm not mistaken, they are the second or third highest strikeout team in the league. You're looking at a 25% rate versus righties. Now, there is power, right? It's definitely GPP. I look at Nova as an SP2 on DraftKings and a GPP play only on FanDuel. I just don't think he gets a lot of ownership, especially with Chase Anderson in the same game in this park. And we know the power with the Brewers, but I think he'll be a low in play. And if he gets some strikeout numbers, we know this guy can go into the 8th, 9th inning, no problem. It's almost unreal how this guy manages his pitch count. It's almost expected now. He's averaging like 10 pitches per inning. Every game I watch of him, 7th inning, he's at like 76 pitches. Every other pitcher is exiting the game by the 6th inning. If Thames is playing 2 strikeouts. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, I think Nova's going to go under the radar tomorrow, especially in the same game with Chase Anderson. And so I can get behind it, especially on DraftKings for 7-4. I think that's a decent price. I think, quite honestly, again, I think you can play both these guys, but especially on DraftKings, I like Nova. Arizona, Colorado, Arizona put up a number tonight. If I'm not mistaken, they put 14 or 16 runs. Let me find out. God, they had a game, man. Looks like all the games are finally. Arizona, 16 runs. For a team that can't hit on the road, they kind of put that to bed. So, Senzatella actually, he's been the recipient of some nice run support. His numbers are not as good as his win-loss record, but I mean, he's not playing bad. Let's put it that way. He's 9-2 with a 4.10 ERA. Again, a lot of run support. So it's another big reason why I hate win-losses. It's the most irrelevant stat to judge a pitcher on. So throw all those out when you're looking at a pitcher. But again, he hasn't pitched all that well this year. He's been very decent. Can Arizona do it again tomorrow? Man, it's hard. I feel like they're a GPP play still. I really can't stack Arizona with as bad as they've been on the road in cash. In a GPP, I can see it. Brandon Drury had himself a day. His price, gonna start climbing back up. Yeah, Rudy says, I hate Arizona on the road. They either shit the bed or go ham. Yeah, you're not kidding, man. And Emerald, you bring up a good point. 16 runs with only 1 home run. Arizona is not a home run hitting team. They're really not. They're a line drive team. And so that's why I really don't look at the pitcher's fly ball percentage when I'm playing against them. They're built to hit line drives, and if a pitcher's giving up hard contact, I think it's a good play. Senzatella is giving up below average hard contact. So, you know, it's not an ideal matchup, but they do hit righties a lot better than they hit lefties. It's not even close. A 196 ISO, 344 WOBA versus righties this year. So, I mean, I think you can look at them. And then on the flip versus Colorado, Zach Godley, great numbers this year. I believe he's only gotten blown up once. 20% fly ball rate. Colorado, however, I mean, no doubt about it, they're better at home. I don't think that should surprise anybody. But they've actually been not as good versus righties as they have versus lefties. So I don't think I stack Colorado tomorrow. I'm not going to play Godley, but I don't think I stack Colorado. Houston, Oakland, another game I'm not really looking to pitch or attack either guy. David Paulino was kind of that odd man out. Rob had Drury today. Nice, man, with Goldie. Yeah, Rudy says on the road, you just throw one Arizona stack for good measure. I can get with that, man. What's up, Ho-Ho? How you doing, buddy? Jesse Hahn, only given up, I believe, 3 home runs on the entire year. Not a guy I really want to attack. Maybe a one-off or 2. Carlos Correa hit another home run tonight. So I can look there. Houston does hit righties a lot better than lefties. And then David Paulino, I think, is a guy you can look at. Attacking, not playing. Oakland, as we know, is better at home. But they're hit or miss. And by hit or miss, I mean home run or strikeout. That's all they do. So, or they get the occasional RBI ground out. Stephen Vogt. Mike Clevenger, Wade Miley. Cleveland versus lefties is no longer a thing. I remember a couple weeks ago we were attacking Cleveland with every lefty they threw, or every lefty that was going against them. Quite the opposite now, man. Cleveland has a 370 average versus lefties in the last 7 days in 144 plate appearances. They faced almost entirely lefties in the last 7 days and have a 370 average. An overall WOBA versus, an overall season WOBA 476. I'm sorry, I misinterpreted. I misread. A 476 WOBA in the last 7 and a 431 overall. They're just not bad versus lefties anymore, man. They've changed it up. Francisco Lindor, he's got power from the right side all of a sudden. Didn't have it. Encarnacion's on another level. Lonnie Chisenhall can hit lefties all of a sudden. Yan Gomes, we know he can hit lefties. Austin Jackson's been decent. Jose Ramirez has been lights out and just absolutely on fire right now. Where can we get that cheat sheet? If you're looking to subscribe, my buddy, link is in the description. You get that free 7-day trial. We'll take care of you, invite you into the River Group. I don't think I'm going to attack Mike Clevinger full force. I can see a couple one-offs here. But I do want to attack Wade Miley. He's a guy I'm looking to attack for sure. Is that the... Oh, I'm sorry, that was the first game of the main slate. So, let me break down real quick the early slate, the guys I'm looking at, and the guys I'm attacking. Carlos Martinez, I'm looking to play. Jose Quintana, Nick Turley, both guys I'm looking to attack. No one from the Toronto, Texas game. Looking to pitch both Nova and Anderson. No one from here, no one from here. So, Clevinger could possibly even play a good home road split. Baltimore, yeah, they strike out a ton, and Clevenger's actually been... He's got a 28% K rate. Looking really, really good, man. And Baltimore holds a 23% K rate versus righties. So I can get with you, Rudy. Looking at LA, New York, Luis Severino's always going to be a GPP play, man. He's got enormous K upside. When he's on, and he's unhittable. I love this phrase. He gets a wild hair up his nose occasionally. And LA, wrong team. LA has actually been playing well as of late. Martin Maldonado double dong today. Versus, one versus Montgomery. The second one wasn't. But I think Severino is a GPP play. As always, he's mad expensive on DraftKings. He is 12.3K. 9.8 on FanDuel. A little more doable. But he's a hefty price to pay on FanDuel. And the Yankees have been cold, man. Their bullpen is so bad right now. So bad. So that's the one concern I have is when Severino comes out the game, if he's got a lead, are they gonna hold it? That's a concern, man. Wins are valuable, especially when other pitchers on the slate are getting wins. And when you're paying that much for Severino, I think you want that win, regardless of whether he gets to Ks. So that is a concern. And then on the flip, I think you can attack Jesse Chavez. The Yankees are still the Yankees. They play much better at home. Look at this split of ISOs. 239 ISO at home, 158 on the road. It's ridiculous the amount of power they have at home. A home run per fly ball rate of over 20%. That's over 1 in 5 fly balls end up in home runs. Aaron Judge, if I'm not mistaken, is at a 40% rate. So that dude's amazing. Didi hit another home run today. I think you can stack Yankees again tomorrow. I do. If Clifford will be in relief tomorrow, LA stack. Clifford has been bad, man. I don't know. Jake Arrieta versus the Marlins. I've been toying with this one, man. I don't think I want to pay for Jake Arrieta. 9.5 on FanDuel. Severino's 9.2. I think I'd rather play Severino at home. I would say Arrieta's the price pivot on FanDuel. On DraftKings, those prices aren't even close. Another 4K difference, right? So Rudy might look to game stack that. I could see that. New York and LA. I think Severino's chalk tomorrow on the main slate. I do. I'm really torn on Arrieta. He's got the strikeout stuff, but he's not having a good year. His ERA's jumped over 2 points from where it was last year, so I'm not looking there. And then I do think you can attack Jeff Locke. He wasn't in my top 5 guys to attack on the entire 12 games, but you can attack him. SF versus Atlanta. Now, tale of two stories here. Jaime Garcia, for whatever reason, plays really well in SunTrust. I don't know why. I don't know how, but he does. And SF can't hit lefties. I mean, SF is ass everywhere in every aspect of the game. They're just bad. I don't know what happened to them. They can't hit anybody. They hold a 115 ISO. 115 ISO versus lefties this year. And a home run per fly ball rate of 7%. Jaime Garcia is a viable SP2 option tomorrow on DraftKings. I don't know if I play him on FanDuel. 8K, I don't think I do that. I'd rather pay up to Severino for 9.2. Or even Arrieta at 9.5. I'd rather play them over Garcia. But I like him on DraftKings at 7.5. SF just is bad. They can't hit anybody. And then Matt Cain, you can attack. Dude's got a 399 WOBA against him on the road. You put him in this hitter's paradise. This Atlanta team can go off at the drop of a hat. Watch Cain go out for 8Ks. Did you see Matt Moore? Dude, that was ridiculous. Hey, Rudy, Vegas was on that, man. I don't know if you saw that, but Vegas was on SF. All of a sudden, took me off a Brave stack. I'll tell you that much. I didn't pitch Matt Moore. I didn't want to pitch him, but it took me off a Brave stack for sure. We talked about attacking Moore in the night before. But yeah, I think you can attack Matt Cain based on numbers. I'm really interested to see where the Vegas numbers go on this game too. Crazy shit happens. Detroit and Seattle. We got Andrew Moore. This is the Seattle Mariners' number 4 prospect, number 2 prospect. He spent 2 years in the minors, 2016, 2017, amassed 284 innings, 258 strikeouts, so just under a K per inning. This is what's staggering. Only 22 home runs in 284 innings. 22 home runs in 284 innings. That's 1 every 10 innings. Less than that. 1 every almost 11 innings. So I know it's in AAA and AAA, AA, minor or single A, but nonetheless, amazing. I like to give pitchers the benefit of the doubt the first time they see a team. I just think that there's something to be said about never seeing a pitcher before. I don't even know if I don't believe he's on DraftKings or FanDuel. Yeah, Verlander went from perfect game to not even a quality start. They left him in there for too long, man. I don't know. Once he was in trouble, they should have taken him out. I really want to see if this guy is on either site. Andrew. Nope. Not on either side. So you're not going to get to play him, but the question is, do we stack against him, right? I don't think I do. Again, I like giving the benefit of the doubt to pitchers. First time they see him. Again, this guy, I think he's going to have a nice adrenaline rush. First career MLB start. First career MLB game. So, I don't know that I attack him. Daniel Norris, Seattle versus lefties is no longer really a thing. They have Gene Segura back. He'll probably play tomorrow. Nelson Cruz, we know what he does versus lefties. Mike Zunino is on another planet right now. And Mitch Haniger, again, also lights out right now. He's been mad hot. So, I think you can attack Daniel Norris. Not my favorite guy to attack. Not my favorite guy to play. And then finally we have Steven Matz and Hyunjin Ryu. Is Moore on DraftKings, Rudy? I didn't see him. I would love to play him. I think he's worth a awesome GPP play. I see Matt Moore. Oh, he is. Damn it, you guys are lucky. He's only 4,700 on DraftKings. Damn, you guys are lucky. Can't play him on FanDuel. We have Matt Moore and Tyler Moore. No Andrew Moore. You guys are lucky on DraftKings. I have Hyunjin Ryu on the bump for the Dodgers. Could be wrong. MLB has it listed. Oh, now they changed it again. They had it listed as Hyunjin Ryu, and then they changed it to Alex Wood. Well, that changes a lot of shit. Because Alex Wood is an elite play. Hyunjin Ryu is an elite attack against. So let me change that again. I swear, I had Alex Wood before the show, and I was sitting here and I'm going through it, changing it because I saw Hyunjin Ryu. I swear these teams need to make up their mind who they're pitching. All right, there we go. Alex Wood. Love Alex Wood. Deep green all over, right? Mets versus lefties, it's a thing. You can attack them. They struggle. Curtis Granderson, of all people, hit a home run versus a lefty today. I don't know how, but he did it. I don't think it happens versus Alex Wood tomorrow. So fire him up. Love his pitch arsenal. Under 20% fly ball rate. 21% hard contact rate. That's ridiculous. He's only given up 2 home runs on the entire year. He's got a 2% barrel rate. Average exit velocity of 85 miles an hour. Love him. And I think, man, I don't know what I want to do with Steven Matz versus the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers can get to him, but I feel like they're going to be mad chalky, and I feel like they're in a letdown position. Just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling. I have zero numbers to back it up because the Dodgers kill everybody. And the Dodgers versus lefties are no longer a thing either. Coming into the season, we were talking about playing every lefty, AAA, throw a single A lefty up against the Dodgers. They couldn't hit him. But no longer the case, man. They've fixed that problem real quick. So, I really don't know. I just feel like they're in a letdown spot. 2 good games in a row. Mets are going to try and salvage the series and win a game. I don't know. Just a gut feeling. Just a gut feeling. I'll have a more definitive answer on where I'm going to stack tomorrow. But gut feeling, man. I'm not playing Mats, that's for sure. I'm just not. I don't know if I want to stack against him yet. So, to recap, again, for the main slate, we're attacking Wade Miley with Cleveland. They're going to stay hot. Love him. Play him. I'm playing Severino right now. He's in my player pool to play. And I'm attacking Jesse Chavez. This could very easily shift to a game stack, as Rudy mentioned. All for that. Arrieta is an interesting play. He's the price pivot off of Severino on FanDuel, not so much on DraftKings. We're looking to play Jaime Garcia, attack Matt Cain. If you're on DraftKings, I like Andrew Moore, man. I love pitchers in their first start. Interested to see what the leash is on him, but we'll see. And then Daniel Norris, I think, is attackable. And then Alex Wood, absolutely play. Not playing Steven Matz. So, in all fairness, Mets have trash can pitchers. Mets are just trash team. I'm sorry. Shout out to my man Michael Cruz betting me $250 that the Mets will have a better record than the Nationals. I think that bet is already in the bag. So, just add that to. I'll just deposit that on DFS. Hope to turn a profit there. So yeah, that's it, guys. Appreciate it again. Make sure to get those golf lineups in if you haven't already. Jeff, Jeremy, Mike, Graham, and Scott all did a golf show. It's only 28 minutes long. Super easy. Check it out. It's on the Phenom page. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do that. If you're looking to get the sheets, join the River Group. Get that all-inclusive package. It is in the description. That PayPal link sets you up with a subscription. You'll get an email. Make sure to check your spam. I know some people have spam settings set up where it does go in there. So that'll make sure to check that because you'll want to get in the River Group. But yeah, man, check out golf. Those guys broke down the video amazingly again. If you're in the River Group, make sure to check out Scott's Excel sheet. That dude is on point with his stats. And of course, Graham, the aspiring golfer, tried out for the U.S. Open. Unfortunately, didn't make it. He'll get there one day, I promise. You guys will be playing him in DFS. You'll be playing Graham in your DFS slimes. But dude has golf knowledge like none other. He's a player. So appreciate you guys tuning in again. Love you guys, man. Thank you for hanging with me. Like I said, Mike will be back in a couple days. Mike, prayers with the Father. Hopefully for a speedy recovery. So, yeah, have a wonderful night, guys. Make it a profitable, what is it, tomorrow? Thursday? Yep, profitable Thursday. Win some money on that early. Win some more on the main. Come back, tell us about it. Love to hear it. So, have a wonderful